Alrighty. Welcome back, everybody. This is Arts of the Round Table. My name is Mello, and I think it's time to paint this Wolverine on artboard. I was working on my Tarzan piece earlier today. This one. I untaped it. I'm gonna take a break from it. It might be done. I think I'm okay with it. I think it was kind of ambitious of me to try to go bananas on this thing. The paper's really weird. Maybe one day I'll pull it back out and describe how all the things I don't like about it. In the meantime, let's go on with this guy. I am unsure, man, if I was gonna do an underpainting, and I think I will. I think I won't. How about that? So, this is my reference. X-Men 207. Beautiful cover by John Romita Jr. No, J.R. John Romita Jr. Who I think the legend is he's not really a junior. Maybe. He is his son, but maybe not junior. Anyway, that's the reference. That's my thing. I drew it. I messed up, so this is going to be super expensive and highly sought after when I'm done because of the error in the name. So it's going to be one of those rare, like a rare baseball card, a rare Pokemon card where there's an error in it and it's going to be worth more than it should be. All right. I'm going to keep the scheme dark grayish blue on top, light blue on the bottom, and I'm just going to mess around with the inside color. I'm using, this is a stand for tablets or mini monitors. I use it as a easel. I could use it this way or this way, which is how I've been using it lately. You see what I'm saying? I just need a place to lay the piece, and this is so that when I start using the paints, you my beautiful viewers, you guys don't get any glare. All right. So enough messing about. Light blue. I got a light blue. I got a dark blue. I'm gonna use a little bit of. I'm either going to use black or this gray. But for now, I want to get a thick coating going on. I'm going to try to avoid washes. So let's see, man. But yeah, good afternoon. I want this to be bright. So I want to do something that's always done with gouache, which is really like solid colors and layers, and I want that to happen in the background so that I can do all my blending on the figure so he can pop out more. Make sense? Makes sense to me. Let's go. And then I'm going to start here. All right. Yeah, man. I guess I don't have a choice. I'm going to have to do several layers because of this artboard is very porous. And it's dirty because of the graphite. I didn't do any fixative. I didn't do any gesso. This is a raw, butt-naked artboard that I drew on top of. Using a regular, I think this is an angled flat. And that's it. I'm going to move all this stuff because everything's in the way. Come on, man. Come on, Schmel. Everything's in the way. Prop up my Jesus right here. Because we all need a little Jesus in our life. Some more than others. Got some 80s funk going on. This is from from Chill City FM. This is their YouTube station, Chill City FM, and this is the Basement Quest 80s retro basement vibe. So, giving them full credit so that they won't at me about copyright. Strikes. I guess I'm gonna have to wet it anyway. That's okay. But I hope everybody's doing good. I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you're having a good day. Do I have any of the comics? Yes, so I can, while some of these layers are drying. We can nerd out on some comic books. If you guys are current readers, let me know what you're reading. Let me know what I should be reading. If you're old school goobers like myself, tell me what you're rereading. I've been all over the place, to tell you the truth. Mostly old stuff. I've been in the 70s and the 80s lately. Very little, and some 90s. I was reading Aliens vs. Predator. But mainly I was been in the 70s and 80s. Looking at my reference here. My figure's a little bit thicker. Although I use the grid. We're back to talking about the grid method. I used it, and then I used this figurine to help me with my own proportions and how I wanted him to look. I'm not sure if I'm going to do black outline like a comic book page. I'm just propping up the board so that I won't paint on top of my desk. What was I talking about? Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to do black outline. You know what I really wanted to do, and I kind of regret that I didn't? What's up, Saboteur? Mahalo. Is I wanted to do an underpainting so that the figure can emerge. This is very satisfying when you're painting and that happens. And I'm kind of regretting that I didn't do it. Claw. Okay. But it's still early in the process. I might change my mind. Sabo, thank you for that DM from the dude on Insta looking for artists. I sent him threw my name in there. can't be shying away from that stuff. And if I can do it, I can do it. If I can't, I better learn how. I really need to start being a little bit more aggressive on what I want to study on and what I want to be focusing on. That's going to be shredded. And I need to start practicing on that into crime, well, phrasing. The sirens hit as you say that. Oh, you thought I was into crime? Dude, I'm into my I am, as they say, eclectic when it comes to the stuff I enjoy, but I don't end up drawing or doing those pieces so often. Nah, I mean, that's what I mean by if I could do it, I'll do it. Man, I really do wish I did the underpainting. The other reason why I didn't do it on this one is because I kind of felt like my Tarzan one got a little muddy, kind of lost on me. So, you know what sucks? You can't be painting and you can't be creating scared. And that's kind of like what's happening right now, and I don't like it. So, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to need a bigger brush. Hopefully I can see my lines after. This would have been a better idea if it was the first thing I did. I kind of like the way some of this looks already. Yeah, you can't create with fear, man. You can't create with fear in your heart. Fear in your mind, or fear about messing up, or this, that, and the other. And I mean, that's something that I do way too often, or have done way too often. So, bump that. All right. This is going to be dark up here anyway. Ain't that right, homie? Okay. And then maybe I can do a little gradient instead of full. All right. There. I messed it up enough. Let's start. Excuse me. The majority of his suit is black anyway. I'm going to try to keep it as close to the reference as humanly possible. While adding some embellishments, of course. Just mixing up my white Hemi. That's one thing. When using gouache, you end up using white a lot. And while we wait, men over 40s, go get your vitamins, man. Vitamin break. Get your gummy on. Did I not grab brown? I didn't. There's some red in that brown. Just a little bit. All right. I kind of lost my pencils here. But we still good. I'm going to use some darker brown. I don't know if I'm going to go treefy. Linko's art. Again, thank you so much for joining me. So this is going to be black, but let's add some variety before we go full black. I don't know if it'll work, but that's all right. Let's find out. Try not to overblend here like I did the last time. But I'm trying to also keep the shape of the suit and respect the shape of what John Romita did in the paint in the drawing. This might be the hardest thing to do when it comes to trying to paint a 2D figure. If you're copying a 2D figure, is converting it into like a 3D shape respectfully. You know, you can't just do I guess you could follow the model of a 3D figure. All right, where is the black? Right here. I just want to see what it's going to look like. Does that make sense? I'm not gonna do full black on the whole thing because I want, again, that weird lumpy Glenn Fabry look. I definitely like the texture of this artboard more than the smooth texture of the gesso that I just used on that cover. And I'm curious if I can, I'm gonna have to buy some more. But I'm also spending way too much money, my peoples. I think that's the toughest thing, one of many, of being an artist, is spending for our craft with very little return. We just have to trust. Trust that we're not going to go friggin' bankrupt. And we're already bankrupt. Linkus Arsax, it's interesting how I go right into the paint instead of inking it first. I really don't know how that works. Well, I think that if I was using paper, well, darker, I probably would have tried it to ink it first. Sometimes I just want to paint though. Oh, there she is. Yeah, we do it for the love. We do it for the love because it ain't for the money. And I think so. Maybe because I don't think I'll be able to do fine inking. Maybe that's why I don't do it. Maybe on the next one, I'll try to ink it. Because you see how porous and how the lines break up. I don't know if I can get. I don't know if I can get the paint thin enough for ink consistency. Maybe if I gessoed the board. Yes, Azuri Buri, the Wolverine. God, I'm Butterfingers. Dog scared the crap out of me. My brush flew right out of my hands. It's gonna be. He doesn't have light on his. On the reference I'm using on his chest, it's all black. So for now, I'm gonna do the black, but I might throw in a little bit of color later on as I continue to render. Old school, yes. Wolverine old school, yes. That. I got a mess on my desk here. Move that up. I think you guys are still getting glare. My mind was fried after that last session with that Tarzan and Sheena. The coconut was fried. I needed to do something where I can just shut it off, and this is kind of like the best I can do. And I'm thinking of it of a very, very rudimentary. I'm trying to. It's just kind of like a coloring book style. Until later on, I'm sure I'll overdo it. But for now, now I can drop in some of this brown in here for the suit. Zeus Lightning, of course, man. He says, thanks for drawing him. Anytime. I'm trying to just find details here. Oh man, so how is everybody doing? Mondays are weird. But just right on, I'm glad you guys are with me. Hope it's not too weird, and if it is weird, be weird together. All right. But I hope you guys are doing good. If you're drawing with me, what are you drawing? If at all, if you're jamming, if you got me in the background while you're cleaning, that's cool too. Things was going to work. Thank you for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. We get some interesting glare here. It's gonna be black. What is happening? Here we go. C.J. Jeffrey. How are you? It's good to see you. I think the hardest thing to do when trying to stay true to these is not make it look so bland. But I don't know. I think I may have hit my wall. Or maybe I just have to do something that's not out of boredom. Or something that I'm going to mislabel as, oh, that's going to be easy. And by doing so, not paying attention. But yeah, no, CJ, I'm doing good. I think. Maybe I'm looking at people's artwork too much. I mean, sometimes overstudying may be a thing. Maybe. I think that cribbing a style without really knowing how the artist did it in the first place makes it harder. To try to figure out where their head was when they were doing it, doing it themselves or inventing it. Whereas I'm trying to will it to happen to me. Yeah, I don't know what I'm trying to prove anyway. I should just be having a ball. Right. Right. I already appreciate the texture of this artboard more than the sketch cover. Do. I can't see that foot hardly. I need to study more color theory. Like how to develop highlights to certain colors and shades and shadows for that color. I'm doing a lot of this stuff by either by eye or by instinct. But I have to get out of the habit of not introducing other colors to my shadings and to my shadows. Adding yellows and blues and that type of stuff. Know what I mean? Because those colors allow... That's where the realism comes in. So, reflective and refractive and all those. If anybody knows of a good book let me know. And I'm a visual learner, so if it doesn't have any words in it, even better. All right. A dead spot there. It wasn't trying to take in any paint. Everything is going to take 2 coats. Maybe I should have done all the black and then build up that way. Let's try it. We bumping over here on this old school crap. Do you guys think that it is time to pass the mantle of Wolverine to somebody else? Or is it always going to be Hugh Jackman? Hugh is not ageless where Wolverine is, so if he continues to be Wolverine as he gets older, the only thing they could ever do is make stories set in the future. But who else would we accept to be our Kaneko? Or is it Kanako? Is it a Kanako? keep layering black here. Nobody. All right. We're going to keep this simple. Sneaking in my Hemi orange. I'm going to exaggerate these colors a bit because it's getting a bit dull. I think that'll work. This canvas is just eating up this paint though. They would have to. You're right. They would have to leave Wolverine alone for a while, and they can't seem to do that. They can't seem to do it. They don't need... You know what would be dope, man? Yeah, dude, that Superman was trash. And as much as people fawn over Brandon Routh, he was alright. He was fine. That movie was just boring as all hell. I'm talking about the Brandon Routh... is that Superman Returns? Yes. What was I talking about? If they were to make a hard R, I'm talking about hard R Weapon X. Is body horror in that? psychological horror. It would be dope. And if they were clever, they can hide the fact that it's a Wolverine movie. They don't even have to call it. Imagine following the harrowing story of a guy that's been kidnapped. Experiments have done to him. And we, the viewers, start slowly realizing, holy crap, that's Wolverine. But they won't. Supergirl? Yeah, no, nobody cares. Nobody cares. My wife is a huge Supergirl fan. She don't care. If Jackman did the Weapon X and sold his likeness to be used for it, then we would have the best. Yep. I wonder if Disney and Marvel had a deal where Disney can't make Marvel products, movies, or shows. Now that sounds kind of stupid. But you know what I'm saying? I guess Pixar already did their version of the Fantastic Four. But you're gonna tell me that nobody over there, nobody as an animator is like at Disney going, can we freaking do one? I wouldn't shut up about it if I was there. Every pitch meeting. Every pitch meeting. They would skip my hand raised because they'll know exactly what I'm going to be asking. But maybe, again, they probably still... Maybe there's too much licensing issues. Do they have control over all of their characters now? Sell his likeness. You know, they already have James Earl Jones's voice captured digitally. They can steal somebody else's likeness. Nobody's safe. Current Disney ownership is a mix of big institution. Yeah. Yep. Would you say new way they are allowed to do anything and doesn't apply basically? Okay. Yeah. So it has to be a licensing issue. But who knows, man? Who knows? Somebody leaked the X-Men 97 Season 2 trailer. That first season was fantastic. Mix of nostalgia. I ended up reading, because of the X-Men book I have there, some of the stories with Cyclops and Madeline Pryor. That dude is Douche. Cyclops is a douche, man. You gave up Marvel once it went to Disney? Yeah. Nah, yo, you hooped and hollered when RDJ said, I am Iron Man. What's up, Ike? How you doing, man? Happy Monday if you celebrate Mondays. If you celebrate Mondays, happy Monday to you, sir. Everybody wants Henry Cavill to play Captain Britain. I think Cavill's alright doing his own thing. Awesome, bro. And I'm just here trying to add some variety to Wolverine's thigh meat. Tis Thunder Ties. Cavill needs to play Omni-Man? Well, we know he can grow that mustache. I'm actually kind of glad I never got into Invincible. Yeah, and watching the show really is pretty cool. I have the first omnibus. I bought it for my son a couple years back. Yeah, but it has to be hard R, don't it? It has to be hard R. Dude, did you ever read Cory Walker, the original artist? I have to check out his stuff. He is really good. The fact that Ryan Otley was able to kind of crib his work and stay consistent. I guess the guy is too slow. Is that right? I don't want to talk. Yeah. I was going to ask, have you ever read Irredeemable from Kaboom, I think it was? About a Superman, very similar Superman that loses it. That series was so good, man. Every character was well done and fleshed out. They were all douchey. Amazeballs. You have not. Yeah, man, if you get a chance. There was 2 series from that those collections of books. One was Irredeemable, and the other was Incorruptible, I think. I can't remember. One of them was a villain that decided to go straight because the world had gotten topsy-turvy because of the way their champion hero turned. Think Homelander, except not as sadistic. I don't think he was as sadistic. I gotta reread it, but it was tough. It was good. It was well done. The hell? I can't remember who was the writer. Warren Ellis? No, I can't remember. That's not too shabby. If only I can keep that energy for the muscles up here. My room is getting dry. This soundtrack is it's a bit mind numbing, isn't it? I don't know if you guys can hear it as much as I can, but I chose it, so an expression of badge and lying in them. All right. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do an outline somewhere around here for the figures. I really don't know if I want to do that. Let's see if this works. I lost all the line art on the hand here. That's going to be interesting. Sure. I think that's there. I think it's that. What's this look like? All right. The whole what? Like when I'm brushing fast, the quick highlight. Are you referring to like the glint? Well, I was trying to figure out how not to have to go back and do line art. So I did an underlayer. And then I can bleep, bleep, bleep. And the black should be good. So you see how this part of the painting doesn't have any color in it. It's just actually that has a little bit of this light blue. That's an underlayer or an underpainting. I was talking out loud, thinking out loud of how I wasn't sure if I wanted to draw the line art because I don't want to get shaky. So what I did instead was take a darker layer, a darker color, and painted the whole finger, because I was working on the hand here. So that helped me without having to worry too much. Paint the whole glove, and then I can go on it with a lighter color and do the highlight and fill out the form. I really should have done an underlayer throughout the whole thing a little bit darker. I think that works a little bit better when using acrylic. I honestly think I might go back to acrylic soon. I think I'd tear it up. Not to be a braggart, I think that working with gouache has shown me a bit more how to mess with acrylic. Because the type of blending that I want to do can be done a lot easier. With acrylic. Alright. There's a weird dead spot right here that just does not want to take any color. So, you see how I did this boot a little darker than, I'm sorry, one second, but so you love dead spots? Oh. I was like, is he saying Deadpool? I had to read it. Alright, let's see. No, you don't. That 500 series, so it has more toot, I'm assuming. So it's grittier. What am I rocking? The 300? Yep. 300 smooth and you know, it happens, right? I went and got myself a good supply of Strathmore 300 smooth and vellum, and then I start painting on canvas and artboards. I'm killing myself here. The smooth is because you use it for inking, right? do. I wonder if I'm going to draw his hairy arms. Dude, I gotta show you. Hold on. I usually use the 300 smooth, but I want more dead spots. The dead spots. I can dig it though. I think my next piece is going to be on, it has to be on paper. Has to be. Where's my notebook? I gotta show you this last piece I did. I'm trying to do more thumbnails for my story. I was naively thinking I was gonna be able to knock it out in a year, because I came up with the concept the holidays. It's a holiday story. Nope. I keep changing certain panels in my head. I've been reading too much Kirby, so it's changing everything. For the better. For the better. And I was cribbing too much from other creators, which I guess makes sense because I don't know a lot of what I'm trying to do in terms of like panel compositions and all that stuff. Because I'm always trying to tell a story on one page. Sabo, is that 500 series pricier? Because it's not like the 300 is inexpensive. You get like 20. It's like $1 a sheet, I think, give or take. Oh, we got some hairy arms. Thanks, Ike. Listen, man, I didn't think I have the patience either. I think and that's a misconception, buddy, because it's not like I don't think that the stuff that you do it quickly. You're painting as well. The medium is a bit different. Um, but but thank you. First and foremost, thank you. But yeah, man, I didn't think I would be able to draw paint. Uh, it kind of stinks. I lost a lot of time because of confidence. So, and I still struggle with it, but I try to. Man, that's a hairy arm. um, talk to young artists about it as much as possible. But yeah, bro, you're a painter too, as well. The medium is different, but I hear you. Dude, what you do, that last vid you did, now we're gonna be in here slap acid, but uh, is amazing. And there's no guidelines. I don't see any, right? Because as an artist, I'm like, oh, is he using anything? No, man. You're going straight with the pen, building great form throughout. Man, it's always inspiring and fascinating to watch it. And I don't think people understand how we can watch other artists do that and sit there and watch it. But your last few pieces, man, have been amazing to experience. If I can steal that what you do with ink and the way Saboteur builds his characters, I would in a heartbeat. don't leave, don't leave your sketchbooks out. I'm stealing them in a good way. Claw right here. What I really want to focus on, I know, kind of very similar to what one of your goals is like, is that you want to do a lot of um, complex perspective drawings and figures freehand. I think it's fast. I think that's dope. I want to try to paint and come up with the colors on my own more often. So less reference on real world or even figures, and I would love to try to figure that out. Put that in my head. Straight to ink. Yeah, man. I have seen those. They're amazing. You try to do your sketch as quickly as possible. It's so funny that you mentioned that. Yeah, no underdrawing. I noticed that from your pieces. That's impressive. It's funny that you're trying to do quicker. The other day, I was drawing something and I started to be real sketchy to try to move along the building process. And I stopped myself and went slower. And I'll show you in a second, but it helped me build a bit more confidence when it came to figure building and just going for it. No reference, no nothing, just the image I had in my mind. You thinking of starting with the? I wouldn't. If it's coming along the way it is like that, I wouldn't change a thing. But I understand if you're trying to do something for better accuracy. But no, the fluidity and the life that you have going straight to ink is kind of nuts. It's nuts, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. Here, this weird image here. It's a dude yelling. It's supposed to be a bartender yelling. Last call. No reference. The only reference I used was my hand, my own hand, in a very exaggerated pose, held up. I might even use reference when I actually do the piece. But I started real sketchy, and then I said, never mind. I know how to draw an ear. I know where the pieces are. Let me see how well I can go. Just instinct and see what happens. And as goofy as it is, it worked. It worked for me. Like I started to think and imagine a bit of Neil Adams and how he would do it. It's supposed to be a bartender wiping down the bar, so I wanted to get exaggerated lines, but it just doesn't make sense. I love it because it doesn't make sense. Little Coke now, we all know. Yes, and my mind was fighting with that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. Fix it. That doesn't look right. And I had to go, nope. Just, what's the word? Forget about it. Fake it. Just go for it. Put the lines down and go for it. So, I even have some very, my vanishing line is way down here. Way down here. So I didn't even follow my vanishing line. But I wanted to do that exaggerated. And I think I may have showed you the graphs, right? The grids that are on clear sheets. Oh yeah, the teeth. Most people don't. I was just looking at a series of OMAC by John Burns, and he was drawing some amazing teeth. I definitely didn't get the top row as good as I got the bottom. I have to remember that the top row of teeth don't move with the skull. The bottom one does because of the bottom of the jaw. But that's such a nerd thing to say. So this character, OMAC. And some Kubert studies of his Tarzan books. I can see where Kubert's son take their inspiration from. But these were loose studies, watching him and looking at his book. And this is using the Sketch and Wash pencil. Have you tried that pencil? I don't know if I did. I think we spoke about it once. But yeah, I had this image in my mind over the weekend, and I put it down yesterday. I was like, I got to get it out. It was bothering me so much so that I had to get the image out of my head. Where are my hands? That's gonna be black. Let's do this red while I'm here. This is red? No, it's a vermilion. When you go, that's right. You haven't done pencils in a while. Well, don't listen to me, man. I say keep up how you're going. I think the stuff that you've been working on has been amazing. Absolutely amazing. But yeah, so I think we've been kind of like in a opposite trajectory, trying to find the same things. You're trying to speed up, or no, you're thinking of what did you say? Straight to pencil, no underdrawing. Probably should start with pencil first for better accuracy, but no. I would not change a thing. That's coming from a guy that's always trying to find something to change. So don't listen to me, man. I'm a hypocrite. Hypocrite. I don't care. As long as we keep getting better, I don't care. All right. I keep going back and forth. Well, what I haven't done in a while is go straight to pen. I would love to do a painting, portrait, or anything of that nature, straight with paints. It's just something I have to work on. Renaissance man, brother. That's who he is. Dude, that last piece, you were using a brush pen that had an amazing tip. Just a tip. An amazing tip. Whoa, was that a Pentel? The Pentel Pocket. Only watercolors. Yesterday? Was that the one? That's not the lady with the. Or was that Friday? You didn't post the one from yesterday? Bruh, thin lines. I thought what you had was amazing thin lines. Oh, man. Yeah, you was getting these crazy folds. Just, ugh. It's not great. Nah, man. You made it look very, very easy to. Not easy. That's not the name I'm looking for, but immense control. But you know what I'm thinking? You know, we get a. Oh, what's up, kitten? It's the time lapse. The time lapse makes people think that what you're doing, what we're doing is easy peasy. Did you post that? Or the last one you posted was just the woman and the dog, right? I've been kind of like either here or outside, so I'll definitely catch. Move this. All right, I gotta darken that background now. The comic has a grayish look. I don't know if and I don't. That needs to be lighter. Oh, you didn't post it. Okay. Any color, or was it grayscale watercolor? Kind of like with what you've been messing with. But you've been messing with just ink wash. I want to see which one of these works better with the gray. Cheating using pre-mixed gray. I can check out my dirty palette. You can I think there's a way to keep it private. Not private, but you can keep it in a way no. So, if you post it unlisted and share the link, only the people with the link can see it. If that's what you want to do. But yeah, if you post it unlisted, you know how you get three options: public, private, and unlisted. Unlisted, it'll be in the YouTubes, but no one will be able to see it unless they have the link. But yeah, now I can't check. I can't wait to check it out. Bum, 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 bum. All right, we did pretty good time here. Do as much as I can. I think this will be good enough. I'm gonna use Arteza Metallic for his adamantium claws. I haven't been too impressed with those, except for once when I did the gem and the jewels on Conan's crown on my sketchbook. But it's definitely, it could be just the way I'm using them. It's user error. Let me see. Are you posting it on your off of your phone? Is that why? If you're posting it off of your phone, I don't know if it has that option. That's my bad. I only ever post really off of my computer. You should still have. Yeah, bro. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna check it out. I'll stop that. I'm gonna go. Here. I'm gonna pick a video that I have scheduled. Okay. Yeah, so if you keep it, really, you don't have it for private? I don't see an option to make post private. Alright, we're gonna do some. I keep painting my mic. Give me 1 second. We gonna figure it out. Screen capture. Mac OS screen. No, do I want screen? Post. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I'm looking at video. Boop, boop. That's what I get for not paying attention. You're right. For video, yes. For video, yes. Way to go, smell. Yeah, you are absolutely right. I switched from gray to blue. What's up, Quill? Man, I haven't messed with a watercolor maybe 4 years, 3 years. A little more, I think. That's not bad. That's not a bad homage to this cover. Let's get this black shadow. All these tools in front of me is like a fake surgeon. Here we go. I don't know if I should do his mouth yet. All right. Oh, it will. Let me make you a. I'll make you a moderator real quick, and then you can add that link. Maybe. Oh no, I can't do it through there. Or you can send me the link if you want. You can email me the link at designmadgood@gmail. And give it another shot. Or like I said, you can send it to me. Yeah, I think the chat hit it. Ugh, you know how it is. Chat was like, no. But yeah, you can send the link if you'd like to. Design Mad Good. Very original. Design Mad Good. Ah, there it is. Yes, I added you as a moderator. Do not allow such power to corrupt. I'm kidding, brother. I'm just adding a bit of orange here to this red to make the red pop. Something I saw Paulo Rivera. Saw him do it on a Hellboy gouache painting he was doing. I'm going to let this be it for today. I'll jump back on tomorrow and finish it up. And yeah, I'm going to actually, a lot of these pieces that I do on artboard, if it's not on a sheet of paper or not on my sketchbook, I'm putting these up for sale in my coffee shop. So if anybody's interested, they can go in there and snatch it up for some hard cold ducats. Because your boy needs snaps for the petro. But let me check out that link. Let me move this so y'all can see the links. Oh, that's cool, man. I love how expressive that is. The blooms, man. I love the blooms in watercolor. But man, that's awesome. Yeah, dude, I love that. All right, let me know this. I think we're getting glare because of the light above. So, yeah, party people. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to let the music play me out while I clean up. You tried experimenting without underpainting. No, it looks great. So it's just water? I'm trying to say bye. It looks really good. It looks really cool. Looks really cool, man. I can't wait to see more of it. Just straight to the brush. I love it. I love it. So yeah. Well, that's me today. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Ike, I appreciate you sharing that with me. That thing is awesome looking. Guys, check out that dude's channel. Do it today. Remove the moderator. Yeah, man. I don't want you to. I'll do so. You got it. You got it. But thanks, man. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. This is Art to the Round Table. My name is Mello. And God bless you. I love you. I mean it. Until next time, I'll draw you later. Bye-bye.